Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Curiosity Cove. My name's Veda.
And this is your trusty Captain speaking. And today we're back with another episode.
Boop, boop,
I'm
boop, boop. I know,
excited.
me too. Oh my god. How are you? How was your day?
Pretty good. I can't really complain about my day. It was very good. I slept in a little bit, which also meant I didn't get to pack myself a little lunch.
Mm.
But we have a panda super close, so I got myself a little beef and broccoli bowl around lunchtime.
Oh,
And
I
then I
like
got
it.
out early today, so I got to do a little bit more of the workout at home. I've been really good about keeping up with at least 4 to 5 times a week, so that's been really good. I've been staying on top of it too. Um, and then I actually momentarily forgot about podcasts today, but then I was checking like my phone, Google Calendar and stuff, and it said
Yeah.
podcast. I said, oh, "Shut up!"
You
I was so
said,
excited.
yeah. I was like looking
Yeah.
through my notes because on the way home, I was like, my story that I mentioned, I was like, how am I gonna tell this? Like, how am I gonna like make it, because it's a very boring story, but like to me it's funny and I wanted to
Yeah.
share it. So I was like, how do I make this like more entertaining? Because my week has been so uneventful. Um
Mhm.
I mean, aside from things going on in the world and like my addiction to
That's what I was about to say. Besides everything happening in
yeah.
the world, my life kind of boring.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I pretty much like I had a very chill day. I worked today because I
Oh,
switched
good.
my schedule this week to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And
Ooh.
moving forward, it's gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, meaning I can be up late on Thursdays or whatever. And so now I'm kind of
That means you have a
excited.
4-day weekend.
Yes.
I'm
But
jealous.
to be fair, I am gonna be in like 3 or 4 classes, so I'm
Well,
still
yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah. Um but yeah, I worked today and I watched the entirety of the Hawkeye miniseries at work. And
To
it
be honest, I still haven't seen that yet.
I okay, so the first time I watched through it, I liked it. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good and whatever. The second time I watched through it, now I will say, before watching it, I did watch all of the Avengers movies and I watched Black Widow. And so it hit my feels, but
Yeah.
yeah. But it's really really good. I'm kind of impressed the second watch through with how I like Hawkeye to me is like the one Avenger that never changed. Like he was just always like grumpy and over it, you know? And he just
But
stayed
also
that
his like
way.
morals always stayed the same
Yeah.
too.
And he was always like, I'm tired, but man, I'm a hero. I gotta go do this shit. And, like
Mhm.
the whole
Yeah.
time. And so I like the way that they kept that part of his like character. Because the whole
Yeah.
show is him being like, I'm fucking over this, but I have to. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I think it's good. Plus, like I love Jeremy Renner. I love that man
Yeah.
so much.
Dude, him and his accident was probably one of the craziest things I ever read.
I at that point, my mom, she was the one who told me about it, and she was like, "I don't
Yeah.
give a shit what anyone says. That man is a real life Avenger." And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Having gone through all that and how
yep,
much metal is in his body right now
yep,
because of all the surgeries,
yep,
yeah. He deserves that honor for
yeah."
sure.
That is, he is a actual hero, and yeah, I love him. Also, he makes bomb ass music.
He makes music?
Dude, I will show you a song
Wait,
after
I think I
this.
knew that.
I will show you a song after this that I still
Bet.
jam to this day that he sings on. He is so good.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
crazy.
my Marvel obsession is in full swing. So
Yeah, not only with the movies though, both me and
Marvel
Veda have
Ride.
gotten cracked out on Marvel
Dude,
Rivals. I won't lie.
are you done with like the mission events or the event missions? Because I am.
I have two more left, but it's the two that like you have to play a specific game mode, and I couldn't care less, so I haven't done
Oh,
them
for
yet.
sure.
I probably might do them tonight because I've taken upon myself to start doing the dailies.
Yeah.
because I need to finish the battle pass.
Me too. Me too. I need
Where
that
you at?
Scarlet Witch skin. I am on page 5.
How are you doing it so fast?
I play obsessively, and I do.
So do I.
I do nothing but missions, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever they'll give me.
Why? But you don't get the purples that fast.
If you do the event missions and you do, you should get them pretty. I'm so tempted to log in right now to fact check myself. Hold on,
That's fucking crazy,
dude.
you
guys
I'm
are gonna
just
hear,
about to finish Rocket's page.
You guys are
today.
gonna hear. You're gonna hear Marvel Rival noises in the background. Hold on one second.
Yeah, but it's for necessary.
Yeah, it's for science. It's really important. It's really important.
Damn, I'm only on Rocket's page.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hold on, I'll tell you.
I have to get all the way to Van Helsing Wolverine. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, isn't Rocket's page number 5?
No, it's page number 2. The first one is Loki and Blood Moon Knight, and then the second one is Rocket. Am I crazy?
No, am I crazy?
Maybe.
One of us might be crazy. No, I'm pretty sure if I'm not on page 5, I'm about to be. I'm pretty sure. But did you buy the boosted battle pass though?
No.
I did. So that's where it is.
So
that's why.
Sense.
Yeah. Because we've been earning the same amount, but I've been 2 pages ahead of you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because honestly, this battle pass might be the only battle pass I ever buy. Because it has all the characters I ever wanted to play.
Same. I have Loki and Scarlet Witch and Rocket, and I'm like, that's enough for me. And the mission events,
Rocket, Namor, Wolverine, and Blood Moon?
The event missions, they get you a Thor skin. So I'm like, okay, cool. I've got everybody then. And it's fine. And I got the Hela skin from Twitch. So like, what do I need more than this? But you know what?
Exactly.
These motherfuckers, I know they're going to come out with skins where I'm like, oh, I want that so bad. And I'm going to, I know I'm going to fall victim to it because that's who I am in life. I know it's going to happen. But I'm after that Scarlet Witch
skin. But for
a
first season battle pass though, it's kind of fire.
Dude, it is it's fucking amazing actually.
Yeah.
Highly impressed by it.
I just can't. I'm so addicted to the game. It's got me hooked just as bad as like Overwatch 1.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like I just
when
I love it.
When I made my for those who don't know, I made a very controversial tweet that thankfully did not get much flack about why I think Marvel Rivals is outdoing Overwatch right now. Speaking as somebody who played Overwatch obsessively for years, the original Overwatch, not Overwatch 2, because we know how fastly my interest in it died out after it switched over.
Yeah.
But coming from somebody who was on Overwatch for years and like I played every position, I had every champion, I had so many fucking like coins and loot boxes and shit, and for me, Marvel Rivals right now brings me back to that time before it all went to shit with Overwatch 2. So okay, let me just...
I agree. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think the skins are stunning. I think the animations are gorgeous. And I don't feel like I'm playing the same thing over and over and over. Like, with the different combos and shit, I feel like I could play a different game every single time. And it's just fun to have that, like, team dynamic with, like, a full stack. And I like that it's 6v6 instead of the typical, like, 5v5 type stuff. You can have that one extra person in there.
Yeah, it's so true. Also, I apologize for the Marvel Rival noises in the background, but I double checked. I'm like 100 tokens away from page 6, or I guess technically.
Yeah, so you are on page 5.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy, but you weren't crazy either.
Does that have the Scarlet Witch skin on that one or no?
No, the Scarlet Witch skin is on page like 6 or 7. No, because 7's the fucking what's his face skin, the title skin or whatever. So she's got to be on page 6. The like big skin. Every battle pass is gonna have like essentially like a prestige skin, like how Riot does or whatever.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha,
And so
gotcha.
I can't remember who's got it, and I just exit out of the game. But
We'll figure it
so
out that way for
yeah,
science later, because we're gonna be playing later, obviously.
for sure. But yeah, I think she's on the second to last page, and I want her so bad, man. I'm like, that's my
The
bitch,
Wolverine
bro.
skin looks so good. I
Oh, that's
can't.
what it is. It's Wolverine, isn't it? He's like the bounty hunter.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
like the end.
yeah. That's the big one. They have like a little cutscene for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it. The Van Helsing skin, I call it. It's not called
yeah. There you
that, but
go.
that's what I call it.
There you go. There you go. No,
In honor of Hugh
I
Jackman.
subscribe to that. Yeah.
I just love it so much, dude. I was killing it the other day. We were playing a 3 or 4 stack or something, and I was playing both Namor and Moon Knight, and I was just hitting everything. Normally my DPS don't hit that hard, but I was hearing the little mink sound for the headshots, and I was like, yes, I'm locked in. I should have played comp, and I didn't. I was just doing my dailies, but I was like, I could have cooked here.
Dude,
I didn't.
I have fallen victim to I heal a lot because
Hmm.
everybody wants to DPS and I've been stuck tanking for so long. I'd rather heal if I'm going to be stuck playing something other than
Yeah.
DPS.
But
So,
you can still get that fun with Rocket.
true.
That's what I have a lot of fun with.
I play a little bit of Rocket. I play a lot of Susan now, honestly, and I play a
I
lot
heard
of
she's OP, bro.
Mantis. She's fun as fuck,
Hmm.
honestly. I like Mantis a lot, for the same reason that I like Susan, which is just like your heals are very sustainable. Like Mantis more so than Susan, because they're like regenerative, re-
That
whatever.
makes sense.
They have regeneration. Um,
You said it
so,
right.
okay, well, my English is not so great today, so just had to make sure. But yeah, I like that a lot. And when I was talking to Nat about her, because Nat plays a lot of Mantis too, she was saying she likes that it's like resource management. Dude, I don't even fucking pay attention. I'm like half the time I'm button mashing because my team is like way too forward, and I'm just like right
Yeah,
click, right.
the
Like I
panic.
can't, yeah, I just like go into panic mode, and I'm not actually paying attention, and it just heals when I can heal. And I've come up with this really bad habit, and I know it's a bad habit that I should kick before it becomes like a full thing, where
Oh
I just
gosh.
hold down left click to aim, and I do not care where my shots are going. I do not care about my accuracy. I just hold down to do DPS, and then I just right click with Mantis, or I just kind of like aim at my teammates when they get low on Susan, and it's
Hmm.
just nonstop attack. Like I just do not take my finger off of my left mouse button at all.
I mean, that's same with Rocket. Like, I can't tell you how many times I'm just holding right click to shoot the heal balls. And then it's only when I get like jumped by like a dive champ that I'm like, oh god, I gotta pull out that minigun real quick.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not stopping the heals the entire time.
Yeah. Well, and that's like I've mentioned this a billion times by now, but like Scarlet Witch, like I just hold down the left click because sucky.
Yeah,
And
sucky sucky Mora right there.
yeah, exactly,
Dude,
exactly.
Nat's Scarlet Witch is crazy. I got to play with her the
Dude.
other day, and we mentioned like one thing. It would be like, oh, Iron Man's over here. She's like, I got it. And I just casually stopped my healing just to look and watch. She flies over there, commits murder, and says,
Yeah.
hey, can I get a heal? And
Yeah.
she comes back.
That's like
I was like, yes.
that's how you have to play Scarlet Witch though. I switch to
Oh,
her
yeah.
anytime that there are flyers. I
Yeah.
switch to her and I do the same thing.
It
Um
makes me laugh the way she calmly just committed it. And she was like, all right, I'm back.
the other day, I'll have to see if I can find it, but the other day I was playing with Alpha and Ren.
Yeah.
And we were just three stacking and I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I had healed for like 10, 11 games in a row. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going
Damn.
DPS. I do not give a shit. And I took Scarlet in. I got a 5k with my ult. A
Damn.
fucking 5k.
I
Now,
can't believe you healed that long. I would have bailed like
dude,
3 games in.
I was going fucking insane. I was like, everybody wanted to DPS. So we had one
Yeah.
team where we had one tank and 5 DPS. So I was like, we don't have a healer.
What?
We don't have a single healer. And so that's the problem when you play with randos, right? Is that they're not going to switch off.
But
And so
the healers aren't even that bad.
okay, but also tanking's not that bad. I don't understand why everybody is against tanking right now.
No, I love Captain America. I love Groot. Those are my
It's so
top two.
fun. Oh my god,
They
Alpha goes
are.
fucking nuts on Cap. You should see that shit. But yeah, I've
That'd be
I've
awesome.
gotten locked into healing so much that I'm averaging like 27,000 per game minimum. It's
Yeah, on a
bad.
short game, my rocket is like 15k easy. On a longer game, it's 20-25
Yeah.
easy.
The other day I was a solo healer because again, nobody wanted to switch off
Of
DPS.
course. Of course.
I was a solo healer because I was like I was going to go tank. I was like I'll just make a second tank, I guess, cuz 3 of you have locked in DPS. So I was like, okay, so we'll have 2 tanks, 3 DPS, 1 healer. I look at the team as we load in, 4 DPS. I said, well, one of them will switch, right? We die like 3 times. And I said, all right, I'll switch then. So I switched to Mantis because she's like, in my opinion, Mantis and Jeff are the easiest ones to like mass heal with if you're going to do it solo. Maybe Susan too, actually. Her heals are pretty good. Um,
Mm.
but I think those two have like the best heals in the game. Like Jeff with his stream for sure, but then also
Oh
just
yeah, Jeff's water gun is OP, I
yeah,
won't lie.
Mantis with her right click is just so good. And then like
Mhm.
uh I don't know a lot about Luna, but she seems like she could be a good one too. But I switched to Mantis. This was a competitive game, and we went, the all 3 rounds of the payload thing because we both got
Yeah.
the payload in. I did 39,000 healing by the second
Surprise.
round ending.
That's
I
insane.
I don't remember what it was like at the end, but 39,000 within 2 rounds was fucking crazy. We lost it, by the way, because the other team had 2 tanks and 2 healers, and we did not.
Oh, so they played it as it should be.
Yeah, that's they did
Oh,
well.
heard you.
But yeah, it's insane to me. It's a little hard to play for me right now because I'm so sick of tanking and healing, and even when people are like, "Oh, don't worry, like play with my stack, like we fill too, blah blah blah." They all pick DPS and shit, and I'm like, dude, I just once in a while I'd like to DPS. I'd like to not
Oh,
feel like I need to tank and
yeah.
heal.
Come play with us. We actually rotate off. Like me and Esper play so many team comps together. Like not team comp as in like our stack, but like the characters matchup thing that we tag in all the time. She'll be like, "Hey Jay, tag out," and I'm like, "All right." We switch mid game. I switch with Naoki a couple times because he doesn't like tanking all the time. I'll tag in. Um, Bobby is our like top 100. Forget Loki. I swear to God, he's OP at that guy, but he'll take healing every single time. He doesn't care because he plays Loki like a DPS.
Yeah.
So we have
Well,
a
that's what I
bunch of
do.
openings.
Loki is my
Yeah.
favorite healer, but I can't solo heal with him, and I've been stuck solo healing so much that I just don't get the pleasure of playing him. Um,
Yeah, but also if we're loading in and you're like, "Hey guys, I'm playing this," we're not gonna be like, "But I wanted to." No, we're always like, "All
yeah.
right, bet we feel otherwise."
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
if I find myself online the same time as you guys, I will absolutely do that.
Later,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe.
Maybe. Might take you up on that. But yeah, I think it has filled this void that Overwatch left in me years ago, and I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it so much. Like
Mhm.
like so unbelievably much. And I'm hoping it stays, like the love for it stays, because I want to see them put in more of the characters that I love. I want to see
Yeah.
them put in, like, I know Captain Marvel was mentioned or leaked or proposed or
Really?
whatever it is. Yeah. Um
Ooh.
I know that was like at least on the discussion table or whatever. And I would
Mhm.
love that. And also I would love to see more X-Men. Like give me Bobby. I want to like ride around
Oh,
on
Iceman would
ice.
be so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Pyro would be sick too.
Mhm. Give me
I
Kitty.
think
I would
Pyro
love to be able to walk through walls. That would be so sick.
play Kitty, true.
Yeah.
And like her ulti would be kind of like Jeff's, but instead it would like pull you through the ground and like keep you stuck.
Yeah. Oh my god,
That'd
that'd be
be
so
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
I'm just a huge X-Men buff, so
Me
like if they
too.
put any of those, I would lose my shit.
Me too. Like, where's my
Like
Jean Grey,
Mystique, like
bro?
she could play
Oh,
like how
dude,
Loki
she
can
could.
copy.
Yeah, I was
She
gonna
could do that
say.
too.
But what if she could do it like to get into the back line where she like copies one of the allies? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What
That
would
would
be
be
like a
so cool.
giveaway though?
When you
You know?
shoot her, she gets hurt or she transforms back or something, I guess.
Just like a one hit kind of thing though. I feel like if she were to shift, oh, they can't do that for all the skins. I was thinking like a slight color change kind of thing, but
Oh
I wonder
yeah.
if maybe they could do like a slight color change on like not the HP cuz like that would be too obvious, but like your name, like your gamer tag.
Yeah.
Does the gamer tag show in game?
I think
Am I
on your team
blanking?
it does.
Yeah, so something like that where it's like something subtle but like you could be like looking to your left, "What's up, Hawkeye?" Look to your right, "What's up, Hawkeye?" What?
What?
What? And then you have
What?
to put two and two together. I think that'd be so
Yeah,
sick.
that would be really fun. Yeah, I would love
God,
that.
Marvel Rivals, tune in,
Yeah,
please.
honestly, hire us. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But like also imagine fucking Nightcrawler. That would be so sick.
I want a teleporting Chandler
Yeah.
there. I think
That
that'd
would
be
be
so
so
sick.
I because like
Because, like, magic gives me brain
yeah.
damage. So
Yes.
imagine Nightcrawler
Yeah, right. The
or the Juggernaut. Wait. I need him
dude,
now. I need him as a
that
tank.
would be insane. When did we get
Like, imagine a
Deadpool?
Scion ulti.
I want Deadpool. I want them to give us a second Spider-Man, but it's Miles Morales. But
That would
like
be cool.
not a skin, you know? Like I want Miles Morales in the game.
Yeah.
Um
That'd be neat.
I want them to do like
Oh, I want them
some
to
of
put Beast in there.
dude, I want them to put fucking Ghost Rider in there.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I was thinking of what's his face? Daredevil too. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, Daredevil would be sick. Yeah,
What
there's
other
just so
fun
many
would
ways that they
Some
can
people
take
want
it.
Shuri in there as well from Black
Yeah,
Panther.
I think that would be fun too.
I think Okoye would be cool too.
Okoye would be awesome. I would love to
Yeah, like a
have her in there.
spear.
Yes, that would be so
Does anybody have
fun.
spears right now besides No More?
I don't think so. I mean, Black Panther can throw a spear, but like that's not
Yeah,
his
but it's like
weapon.
a materialized
Yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okoye would be cool.
Okoye would be really cool. I would love to have
Especially with her new
Vision.
suit from Black Panther 2.
Yes, that would be so sick.
Ooh.
I would love to have Vision too, but like I don't. Vision is very much like I shoot lasers, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know what much they can do.
I feel like they could make him more tank though.
Yeah, true.
That I wouldn't see him as a
Speaking of
DPS.
tanks, I would love to get Drax in there. Just saying. Would
That
love to have Drax the Destroyer.
would be hilarious. I just want him to
Mhm.
get an Olaf ulti then, like when he gets to go berserk
Yeah,
and he just gets like
yeah,
healing off of it too.
yeah. That would be actually so sick.
Damn. Look at all these great ideas. Write that down. Write that down.
I'm sending an email.
We're getting too much off on a
I'm
tangent.
sending
We
an
need to circle
email.
back.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Marvel Rivals has single-handedly kicked me back into my obsession with the Marvel movies. So I've been
Yeah.
watching them nonstop. I fall asleep to them. I watch them at work. I have them on in the background when I'm gaming. Like, it's so bad. And I must have you seen Falcon Winter Soldier?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. So I have what I consider a hot take because I've seen people's reactions to the show. I think it is, out of all of the shows, next to Loki, I think it's the best show they've produced. I think it is, in so many ways, shapes, and forms, it is so conclusive to everything that we loved. Those of us who were
Mhm.
there from like Iron Man 1 all the way through Endgame. I
Mhm.
think it's so conclusive, and I think it does a really, really good job of like showing us the shitty side of being a hero. That I
Yeah.
love it. I can't. I've watched it like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. I'm
Oh my god.
obsessed. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bucky's my man, so of course I'm gonna like be a
Pretty
little
sure.
biased.
Yeah.
But the thing
I
is
feel like
that go
I
ahead.
can't really have a similar take because the only Marvel shows I've seen are The Winter Soldier and Falcon, and then
You haven't
WandaVision.
bitch. You haven't seen Loki?
I haven't seen Loki. I haven't seen Agatha All Along. I
Wait,
haven't
oh
seen
my god.
there was another one.
What are you doing this weekend?
Hawkeye.
What are you doing
Is there
this
any
weekend?
uh nothing, I don't think.
Bitch, we're watching one of those. We're
I
watching one
think
of
to be
them.
honest, I love WandaVision. That one was one of my faves,
Agatha
but I
All
can
Along is gonna be awesome for you.
I could also see your take on Falcon and Winter Soldier though, because I loved that one too for the unbiased view of
Yeah.
seeing the shitty side of
There
being a
was
superhero.
there was hold on, I'll bring up the receipts because I made a whole thread on Twitter about this. I was like, how is nobody seeing this? I went in. But there's
Oh
like
my gosh.
5 really solid reasons that I came up with like why I love the show so much.
Yeah.
So number one, first and foremost, being the person that I am and what I believe in, Bucky's mental health journey through that show is chef's kiss. Everything about it, beautiful.
Yeah.
From the I don't want to fucking do therapy, I don't want to heal, I'm fine, to the okay, I'm having nightmares and sleeping on the floor because my bed doesn't feel comfortable, to the like reenacting himself as the Winter Soldier, like having to play that part again when he's with
Mm-hmm.
Zemo, to Zemo's apology, which I want to touch on in a second. And I'm about to get a little nerdy real quick about it. But
Also, spoilers ahead if you have not seen the show.
yes, if you haven't seen
Yeah.
it, it has been like 3 years, so that is your fault. But spoiler warning.
Yeah.
um,
Pretty much.
so then my second reason is Sam's like inability to allow himself to push forward despite everyone around him and himself. Like his inability to accept the role that has been given to him because he doesn't believe that anybody will accept him is like
Mm-hmm.
it's such a good look into like imposter syndrome in heroes. Like trying to fill the shoes of just even a leadership position would be hard. Trying to fill the shoes of Captain America, like can you imagine? Um so I love that whole journey through it. And then I love seeing the world that is post Endgame from like the view of the citizen. So like the people who are revolting and the people who can't afford things anymore because they haven't had income the past 5 years, or the people who have come back and their homes are somebody else's, or vice versa. Like the people who've been there for 5 years but they're ripped away from their homes because people came back after the blip. Like seeing that
Mm-hmm.
dynamic in the world is like crazy. It's very, very
Mm-hmm.
cool to me. Um, and then my fourth reason is just Baron Zemo because I'm not gonna lie to you, I love that man. I think he's a fucking icon. I think
Is that the guy played by Daniel Bruhl?
yes, I fucking love Daniel Bruhl.
I do
I
too.
fucking dude, I love him so much. He's
He's
such
such
a
a
good
good
actor.
bad guy
Dude,
too.
he is. He's so good at it. And I love the so what I wanted to touch upon with his apology or like his like goodbye with Bucky when he
Mhm.
says like I took the liberty of crossing my name off your list. I think it's such a strong moment that people breezed past because if you think about it, this man's one objective is to make sure that no super soldier is out there and left alive, right? Well, what
Yeah.
about Bucky? What makes Bucky different, right? And
Uh-huh.
I think it was a big moment for both of them like working together cuz Sam even asks him about the super soldier thing and Zemo explains a little bit and then he's like, okay, well what about Bucky? And I think it speaks a lot to like him noticing Bucky's character. He thinks super soldiers exist for the purpose of like power and overpowerment itself, but Bucky doesn't want any of that. And he went through great lengths to like get rid of that part of him. And so I think that's
Mhm.
why Baron, you know, doesn't exactly want to get rid of him or doesn't really feel the need to. And I feel like that inadvertently tells Bucky, like, it's okay to start healing. It's okay to forget this side of me existed. And so
Mm-hmm.
I just love it so much. And then the fifth part is just hypocrisy, because the whole show is just a whole bunch of hypocrisy, and I love it. Like
Just everything, yes.
no, it is, because like
Yeah.
everything that they say in there somebody goes against. They say like, John Walker says like, I am not like you guys. I'm not a real hero, so I just want to be the best Captain America that I can be. Then he takes the fucking serum. So okay, hypocrite. And then
Yeah.
um the part where Bucky says, I'm just trying my best to heal, but then avoids every fucking step of the healing process. Or the I can't remember the girl's name no matter how many times I fucking watch it, but
Oh, I can't.
the girl who's leading the Flag Smashers, right? She's like,
Yeah.
we're not fighting, we're pushing back. We're pushing back because the fight's already been started. Meanwhile, they're out there committing terrorist acts, right? And like,
Yeah.
it's just everything about the show in some way, shape, or form is hypocrisy. But when they get to that point of John Walker being discharged, and he's like, you guys built me, and they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, but not for this, or blah blah. The hypocrisy of the government in that show, oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's my
100%.
rant. Please go watch Falcon Winter Soldier. It's a great show.
10 out of 10, she recommend.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go watch it again tonight. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Well, one thing that I actually did make Veda watch before podcast, because
Oh
we were
yeah,
bringing up like topics that we wanted to talk about for today, was the Until Dawn trailer.
yeah.
Dude,
I don't even think it
what a
deserves the title.
joke.
I don't think it deserves the title. I don't know why they did that. They took everything that made Until Dawn what it is, and they just yeet out the window. It's
So
literally
here
not the
was,
same.
yes, but here was the like the pros and cons, I guess. So the people who are like for it, like, yes, this movie's gonna be good, is like, oh well, we already have the game version and it got remastered. Why would I want to go to the movies to see the exact same thing? This new change will be great. And then there's the cons, like the people who are against it, saying like, why would you put that title to a movie that is kind of based on the game, but y'all took a different twist, but there has nothing to do with the game? And then you have a different plot, not the same characters, barely a Wendigo in there. Like, why would you do that? So,
Why
like,
wouldn't you just tag on like from the writers of Until Dawn or something?
you
Like,
could have.
like you could have just done that and made an entire new movie. But instead, you're putting a brand, because it's like, even if the story wasn't the same, even if it wasn't the same like group of people or the same exact story,
Yeah.
I could get over it. Nothing about this is like Until Dawn. I just don't get the connection.
So my connection that I thought this movie was going to be when I first heard about it, because I heard about the rumors about it last year, and I was waiting to see if they actually, A, were going to move forward with it, B, is it actually even going to be made and then drop a trailer for, and then C, what was it going to be about? So in my head, either it was going to be one, I wouldn't expect like a full 1-to-1 copy from game to movie, but also I would, because that would be amazing. But another alternate thing that I would see if it wasn't going to be a 1-to-1 would be keep the same place, so like up at the ski lodge and the not observatory, the like crazy people place, and then the mines, keep that main area the same, but have a group of kids rent out the old ski lodge that they lived at, and then have them be hunted by the ghosts of the Wendigos, because in the end
Right.
of the game, spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, that's
Again,
on
your
you.
fault, because it's been out for a very long time. Continue.
But at the end, depending on your end of the game, of course, when you defeat a Wendigo, if you don't do it by fire, the soul just gets released, but it's not fully destroyed in a way.
Mm.
So if it wasn't done properly, like they could have gave an example of, there still could have been some of the old minor Wendigos that were still alive, or have, by random stroke of luck, have Hannah still be alive, have
Right.
the butterfly tattoo, have her haunt the place,
Right.
and have them figure it out.
Like,
But
have
have a different,
some
like, base
connection.
cast. Exactly. The only connection they have is that the one creepy dude at the shop is the old therapist
Peter
from the game.
Stormare, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
That's
like,
it? Like,
yeah, and then it's like, if this, what I'm saying is they have no business, because I looked it up after we watched that trailer. They're calling it a remake. It has no business being called a remake.
it can't be. It can't even take the name of the game.
It
I can't believe they
can't.
did that.
It's so, to me, it's fucking stupid. Like,
It
take
is.
the
It's
same group and reimagine the story if you want. Take a different group and tell the same story but in a different manner if you want. Do not change every detail about it and then call it the same name. No.
I agree. I think that shit's stupid. I like when I first saw the trailer drop, I actually got it notified on TikTok, and then I said through TikTok, opened up YouTube, got the full thing, sat there, watched it with my jaw dropped. I was like, what am I watching? And then I closed it and
Ridiculous.
was like, maybe no. I'm gonna let it sit for a day. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
And I rewatched it and I was like, dude,
No.
what?
No, just no.
No. Am I still gonna see it? Yes, but am I paying money to go see it? No.
No.
No, they will not be getting my money. I honestly, I really hope that they drop a second trailer with a little bit more, but I'm not anticipating it, and I don't have high hopes. So I'd still watch the trailer, but I'm still not paying to go see it. That's such a joke.
Yeah. I know, I'm over it. But we'll see how it goes.
I guess.
Well, speaking of
speaking of
TikTok.
TikTok. There's no
Yeah,
way.
no. That's sweet.
Somebody clip it.
Dude, when
We
you
barely
spend,
dodged that one, huh?
when you spend too much time with the person you co-host a podcast with.
Yeah. Are
The
we not
burners.
great co-hosts or what?
Without a beat too.
Well, speaking of TikTok, holy shit,
Oh,
you take the
God.
lead, bro.
Well, as somebody who doesn't use TikTok, you can imagine my shock when I logged in not
My
that long.
shock.
You can imagine my shock when I logged in not so long ago and saw the message, "Hi, you can no longer use TikTok because the US is poopy poopy."
There's no way, as a non-TikTok user, you chose the day it got
Dude,
fucking banned to go on the app.
I'm not fucking kidding you. I woke up and I had a notification on TikTok that I had yet to dismiss, and I said, let's see where Matt's at, because Matt has sent me like 400 TikToks, so I was gonna do the math again. And I went in and I opened it, I hit the notification, and then I opened it up and it was a black screen, and I said, weird.
Isn't this weird?
And then all of a sudden the message pops up and it says, you know, whatever it did about like, oh, TikTok, a ban in the US has caused you to be unable to use TikTok, blah, blah, blah. We're hoping President Trump, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I tried swiping. I thought it was a TikTok. I thought it was like a joke, like a joke of,
did.
Dude, I tried swiping up. I literally was like, funny. And then I went to go do it. I was like, wait, what? And then so then I hit the close app button and it shut down, and I said, so there's no more TikTok?
I just got back.
And then it was so funny because I went to go show my brother like a couple days later, and I was like, yeah, TikTok's gone, look. And I opened it up and it was like, we're so glad to have you back. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I swear to you, I swear.
Coaster, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't use TikTok. I don't know how often this happens.
Is this reoccurring? Should I be in the know?
Is this a thing? But I do think it's funny because it's very obviously like a PR stunt. Like,
Yeah, I said that too. I said it was a
yeah.
PR stunt to have Trump get favors and
Yeah,
shit.
and I don't think it worked on anybody because like, dude, if you're going to do that, make your timing better.
Yeah.
Like you put the ban through, quote unquote, and it got shut down.
Yeah.
And then there was no resolution proposed, but all of a sudden you're back because of Trump? That
It was
seems a
shut down
little,
for 15 hours.
yeah, that seems a little strange. That, like, that sounds like propaganda to me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I do like during those 15 hours how many people downloaded Red Note, though. And
Oh yeah,
then,
the mass download was
okay,
insane.
but can we also talk about, I think it's so funny because these people downloaded Red Note. I am not by any means like in the know about, Chinese media or anything.
Yeah.
But like y'all do know Red Note is essentially Instagram Reels, right? Like it ain't TikTok. Douyin is TikTok. That's their TikTok. So they're downloading this app thinking that they're going to Chinese TikTok when that shit ain't available on the App Store. And I think that's so funny because Instagram Reels here as well as in China is notoriously like where the lame people go,
I don't
you
think
know?
people knew
I
that.
don't think they did either.
Honestly though, it was kind of just like a big fu to
Yeah.
like the people who were banning TikTok though.
Yeah, and I think that totally makes sense, especially when you're like, "Oh, you want to ban it cuz it's Chinese?" All of us are going to go download this Chinese app then. But I also just think it's weird because like if we're being honest, dude, like the dark net exists. Our information is out there regardless. Who cares if Chinese people know what we like through TikTok?
Plus, if you don't have it on TikTok, you already have it on Instagram, on Twitter,
Yeah.
on a shit Discord. Like what?
Well, on
Discord gets hacked all the time.
Discord's partially owned by like Tencent anyways, right? So I mean,
I have no idea.
so it
But yeah,
is.
there you go. Like
That I mean,
your stuff's already out there.
I said is that right, but I know that that's right. They do
Yeah.
partially own Discord. So it's like it's one of those things of like Chinese companies operate in America on a daily basis. There's no way
Exactly.
to like ban all of them, and like let's be honest, if you want to make it difficult for them, just ban like the people who actually know shit here from having those apps and stuff. Don't
Mhm.
take them from the public. I
Yeah.
mean, how much of
Especially like the people with the little stores and
how much
shops.
intel is China gonna get about me? A woman who goes on to, well, I don't use TikTok, but a woman who goes on to something like that and looks at ASMR videos, thirst traps.
You're really outing yourself here, huh?
I don't care. And
What
and
information are they gonna
yeah,
get?
what are you gonna get from me? Oh my god, Americans like the sound of scratching in their ears. Like what? Okay.
Good job.
Great. I can't wait to see how you use that against us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I just don't understand the TikTok ban in general, but I'm glad that TikTokers have their safe space back, and I'm glad that the people who make a living off of that don't have to
Yeah.
find a different platform to do so.
Mhm. But I'm also glad that it also like pushed those people to open up another platform if they did so
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah.
Cuz then you can start having like multi-income in separate
Mhm.
areas and also post your TikToks or longer videos to like YouTube or YouTube
Yeah,
Shorts or
and there was a
Instagram Reels.
huge wave of people who migrated right before the ban went through. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, for 15 hours it wasn't really necessary, but
Yeah.
we weren't sure how long it was going to be gone before that. So, um I know there was a huge migration of people who went over to do like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or whatever. And I'm glad that they made that move and hopefully that works out for them doing like dual posting or whatever. Because I
Mhm.
think limiting yourself to something like TikTok or Shorts or whatever, it just feels like it should be easy enough. They're all on the same size of medium. They're all like very similar in operation. Feels like you should just have all three of them anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Throw in your hashtags. Do your dancing or whatever you do. I sound like a fucking old lady. Do your little knickknacks in front of the
Do
camera.
the knickknacks,
Do your
the
little
things,
arts
and the
and
do's.
crafts. Do your little fucking dances. Do your like inner monologues that you do on screen for 3 minutes. Go be happy. Do them. Life is short.
Life is short.
Get all
Just
three
cook, Rip.
platforms.
The one thing I also liked about TikTok is I'm not a really big like news watcher because it hurts my brain. I just can't do
Yeah,
that.
I can't. Well,
I
it's also
love
just
getting
all.
little news on TikTok because it's like a quick
Yeah.
little bloop
Did
that
you
I'll only
have
need.
did you have the fish guy from SpongeBob in your For You page?
Yes.
I love that.
The and
Yeah,
I was like, oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah. And
Oh
they
wait,
would
there's
come on, and
news.
then they would give us real news. I loved that. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
What a
Yeah.
fucking wonderful medium to get my news through.
But also, what if they took that away from me? Because of
Yeah.
TikTok ban.
To be honest with you, I don't really do the news ever, like at all.
Me neither.
And there's only one reason really why. I just don't believe anything 100% off of it anyways. So watching it, I'm like, okay. And then I move on. So it's just pointless to do. It's just a waste of my
Yeah,
time.
that makes sense. I didn't even think about it that way, that like most
It's
of the news would be
it's so
fake
like
too.
it's so far-fetched, or like I'll watch local news because like I still kind of not that I trust our local news station, it's just that some of the stuff that is on there, there's no point to like play it up so I can still pay attention to it, like highway reports and weather and incidents happening in Chicago or around Chicago or whatever. Like I can watch that stuff because it's like it there's no reason to lie about the fucking Howard Expressway being backed up for 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll do that, and so I know a lot of local news, but like global news, I have to like I have my sources, and I just have to look it up through my sources because I don't trust CNN or Fox or whatever else people watch.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Well, the one news that I was following
Propaganda.
was the
LA
freaking
fires.
yes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god,
I
they're
literally, the day that
horrible.
they broke out and they got super crazy, I was like, Blue Banana, you guys are okay, right? And
Yeah.
luckily they were fine. Ploop said they still had to go to school. And their school was like,
What?
yeah, and their school was like close to the fire. Like they still had to teach. They had a attendance of 20% in their class or something like that.
I would have just sent them home.
Oh
Can
my
you
God,
like
me
that
too.
smoke in the area would have
Yeah.
just been worse too.
I told them that their school district sucks.
I would
Because
have told them that
yeah,
too.
because that is like that's does not seem safe for the children at all. But
Yeah.
luckily they're okay. Banana's okay too. She is staying with her family outside of the city. Um
Good.
so they're both fine. But like, yeah, the second that I saw it, I was like, fuck, I know people in LA.
Yeah, I checked on some friends that are out in Cali too. I was like, guys, are you good? And most of
Yeah.
them were like outside the degree of where the fires were at.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them were like, I literally drove an hour and a half to go stay with some other family. And I was like, okay, good. Good on
Yeah.
you. I didn't want to hear something like, oh, I'm still here. I'm like, get out.
I have one friend who lives close to where the Eaton fire broke out. Not
Yeah.
close enough. Like the way that he described it to me was like if he were to jump on the highway and drive like without LA traffic, drive like 5 minutes north, he would probably hit the fire. So he
Oh.
lives close, but not that close. And I was like, you're okay, right? Because like that fire is like residential. Like
Yeah.
Malibu's Malibu and the Palisades, yeah, there's a lot of residential that was hit, but a lot of that is forestation. The
Mm-hmm.
Eaton fire is like that shit hit a lot of residencies.
Yeah.
Um so I was like, you're chill, right? And he was like, we had to evacuate, but we're good. And so I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know the tallies of like how many buildings have burned.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. So apparently there is a total of 227 wildfires. Like, I don't know how they count what a wildfire is, but there was 227 of them. There is across all the areas 40,687 acres burned, which is a
Holy
shit ton.
shit.
There is possibly around 28 fatalities and about 15,798 structures destroyed, whether that be residential, corporate buildings, or just general buildings in the areas of all the areas being hit. And there has been over 34,354 emergency responses.
Holy shit. Yeah, I know
And
that
oh my
I
god,
know
it's
that
insane.
just in the Eaton fire alone, there's like over 2,000 people assigned to containing the fire. And then I
Mhm.
know that in the Palisades fire, I believe there's something around like 7,000 people who were assigned at one point. I don't know how much it is now though.
Mhm.
But I
So it
know,
says the Palisades fire and oh, there's actually 5 fires still going on right now. Oh, four, excuse me. Dang. Honestly, when I heard the fire broke out, I thought there was just one.
well,
But there's
no, it started with like three separate fires, two of them combined, I think, in the Palisades.
yeah.
And then the other one was the Eaton fire, but the Eaton fire was supposedly arson.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
There's like a video of like a whole bunch of cops being
Yeah.
dispatched, and it was because they were going to search for the guy because he was put under citizen's arrest and they believed that he started the fire. Now, I will say that
That's
was like that was like a
crazy.
week ago, and I don't know if they found any evidence that he actually intentionally started it or if that
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, some weird misunderstanding. But I know for a few days there they were like, okay, this was a case of arson and this is the guy and blah blah blah.
That's a pretty big ass fire off arson.
That would be an insane charge.
Yeah. Holy shit. I'm just looking. They broke down some of the numbers, including containment as well, saying that the Palisades fire, which is in Los Angeles, has about 23,000 acres burned, about only 63% contained. The Eaton fire, which is also in LA, was about 14,000 with 89% containment. There's apparently the other 3 fires are the smaller ones. There's a lilac fire somewhere in San Diego that's about 35% contained. The Pala fire is already contained. It says 100%. And then there's a Friars fire that just broke out and it's at 0% containment. But 3 new fires, the Lilac, Pala, and Friars all started today.
Holy shit.
But obviously one of them was contained already, the Pala one, but there was 3 new fires just literally 12125 today.
Yeah. Well, and I know there's a there was a fire that I don't know a whole bunch of because like somebody else was like uh they were like, "Hey, SoCal, can you take your fire back?" Because there was one like in the middle of California, but apparently that one's like not a wildfire.
Oh,
Mhm. I
interesting.
know that there's a fire going on in Arizona though too. It's almost
Dang.
contained, but it's called the Horton fire, I think, and it's like uh it's north wait, northeast of Phoenix by a ways. And it
Yeah.
it I don't remember how many acres it was, but it was a couple thousand acres that it started burning. And then there's
Damn.
also like a few fires that have started and I don't know if are contained, like in that four corner states like
Yeah.
Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona.
Damn.
So bunch of wildfires out there right now, man.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe it. Like hearing about those entire like towns just burnt to ash. I was like, ugh, those homes. And I feel so bad for like I know it's one thing to feel bad about like the average person's house burning down, but like you don't really get to hear, at least from my POV, of like the celebrities getting hit too, but like the amount of celebrities that I knew that have their houses completely decimated
Mm-hmm.
is so sad.
Did you see Paris Hilton's post about it?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it was kind of sad because like the way that she explained it, like it kind of puts it into perspective, like how a lot of people are um seeing like these celebrities' houses burn. They're like, oh well, they're rich, blah blah blah, you can just buy a new house.
Yeah,
But
but that's their home.
yeah, she posted it and she was like, this is where like Phoenix took his first steps, and this is where we were hoping that London would take her first steps, and blah 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 blah. And everything in our lives is gone. But
Yeah.
she was talking about she's been pretty active in it because like she took her media group that she has or whatever and
Yeah.
essentially turned them into like an outreach group to help with
Oh,
however that they could. Yeah, I mean, she's honestly great.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I truthfully, I don't really give a shit what anybody says. I love Paris. I think she's a like a great celebrity, like as best as they can be. Um, but she was talking about recently, she was posting that her son, Phoenix, he wants to be a firefighter after watching all this happen.
Oh.
I know, it's like so very endearing. Um, but she also so she there was a dog, I guess, too. Okay. This is this is like a story from today that I was reading
Mhm.
where since the fires happened, there was a like Chihuahua mix that she took in to care for over the course of the fires. Uh and I can't remember the dog's name, but she essentially like took in a Chihuahua mix and has been caring for it since the fires broke out because the owner surrendered the dog, and she was like um really into the idea of everybody like helping out with the animals because they just don't understand what's going on and blah blah blah. And so she
Yeah.
was like, so I'm just going to adopt the dog that we've been caring for. And like she's
Oh.
so she got a new pet out of it and everything. And like I just hearing the stuff like that, because there's also stuff like Jennifer Gardner had a whole
Yeah.
thing where she was talking about how she lost a good friend in the fire who didn't make it out in
Yeah. Well,
time.
fucking shame the reporter
Mm-hmm.
for asking her that. I was like, bro, you're in there in the middle of something. You're just gonna ask her straight up like that?
Literally. And I would have done the same. I would have been like, can you not? Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even think that you should talk about this when it's all over. It's something that's greatly affecting a lot of people. Like,
Exactly.
but yeah,
It's a sensitive topic.
she was talking about that and like hearing all of this stuff, I'm like, dude, like I know a lot of people are sitting here like, oh, well, they're rich, they can afford the loss, blah blah blah, but like you don't think about that emotional toll, you know? Like they're
Yeah, but it's
people
not
like
just
you and
that.
I.
Yeah, like they're still the same people, but it's also like, yeah, did their mansion burn down? Yes, but a mansion's still a home.
Yeah, like
That's their things.
just because it's a large expensive house doesn't mean the memories in there are expendable.
Yeah, or like their like pictures or like things that they bought to commemorate something. They're just gone. They can't
Yeah.
get that back.
Yeah.
No amount of money is worth that.
Yeah, exactly. And insurance does not replace everything. So these people who are losing all of their possessions, like they don't just get to snap their fingers and bring them back. Like they still have to go
Mm,
through all the and like a lot of insurance companies aren't covering fire anymore in California, which is so
which is
fucked.
stupid.
So yeah,
That's
it's a
ridiculous.
huge shame. I feel so bad for everybody who was affected.
The one thing I always hope for after a fire, like after it's all contained and stuff, is that I hope on the ground that it destroyed, that it comes back better. Just because
Mhm.
that's like the common ecosystem thinking of it. Because once
Mhm.
fire burns something, something new grows back and like there's new opportunities and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though these fires are absolutely massive and the amount of acres they've already destroyed is insane. But I just hope that like California can like get back up again from it,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, they'll definitely rebuild. And as far as the
Yeah.
soil of all of the forestation that's burned, fire is actually really good for soil. Forest
Yeah.
fires renew the soil.
I
So,
just
I
wish it
mean,
didn't get into like neighborhoods and
yeah,
stuff,
it's
you
really
know?
sad when it hits civilization like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's going to be relief funds everywhere, and I'm sure that things will look up as soon as the fire is completely contained. And I mean, like, it might not be, anytime soon. It can take months and months for that stuff to actually go out once it's contained, and
Yeah.
nothing's guaranteed. But hopefully it's speedy and they can get the rest of it under control. I know they're doing a really good job with the two big fires. So hopefully that all gets contained. They can get it kind of simmered down, and they can look to get solutions for all those people who have lost their homes.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, those poor peeps.
Where's Mr. Beast when you need him?
Sending some relief.
Get a billionaire out here.
Yeah, true.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I don't think I had anything else for the week.
All right. Well, I'll close us out with a story.
Yes.
Yes. So I was telling Kat before the beginning of the podcast that I had a story that's like not necessarily funny, but like it's funny to me, about my Ring doorbell app.
Mm.
Um, okay. So to preface this, Ring, when you get a Ring doorbell, it comes with this thing that's called like Neighborhood Watch in the app, right? It's like a page where you can essentially just like post like your general location, like a little radius of an area, and you can, put out there like, oh, hey, I saw this, or hey, this is happening around this area, or hey, this road is closed, whatever, right? So, I never really go on it, but sometimes something will be marked as like alerting, so it'll pop up on my notifications, and I'll read it and I'll be like, huh. So then I went on and in order to like really get the grasp of this, I really need to explain that for the last like 3 weeks, this thing has been dead. The only thing that is posted is the same fucking cat by like 30 different cameras. Every single person posts black cat on my porch and has like a photo or a video of this stray cat that's been wandering around my entire neighborhood. And so it's just been dead. And then
Yeah.
the other day, I get a notification and it says, anybody else hear 5 big booms? Currently scared. And I was like, what?
Okay.
So then I click on it. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And it's, to spoil it for everybody, it's fireworks is what was
Yeah.
happening. But so the comments on it, I open it and I'm early, so there's only like 2 comments, and one says could be Costco because they were
Oh,
in the general area of a Costco. Um,
okay.
and well, it could have been they could have been unloading something, could be
Yeah.
big booms from the trucks unloading. And the
Yeah.
neighbor quickly replies and goes, no, not that. And they go, okay. Could be
Okay.
fireworks. And then the neighbor like quickly shuts it down and says, no, no holidays. And I was like, well, people set off fireworks all the time, but sure.
Yeah.
So then I'm like,
Okay.
I like chuckled at it and I like put it away. And then later, out of curiosity, and I'm so glad I did it, later I went on and I was like, I'm gonna check on the post. It's got like 85 comments now, right?
Oh my
So
god.
many of them are so sorry you are scared by big 5 booms. And it's like the boom emoticons and like the arm flexing. And it is just,
What?
somebody started it and everybody joined in and they were like, I apologize. Those were my big 5 booms. And it's just like boom emoji, flexing arm, boom emoji.
We're so unserious
And
as
it's
a
so
generation. I cannot.
it's so good. And then somebody below, like just one random comment, was like, maybe the black cat that's been stalking the neighborhood has finally put his plan into motion.
perfect. Oh my
It was
god.
so good.
Look out, the
Holy
black cat's in
shit.
motion.
So now that's the running bit on this little side of the app, right? Is that it's all the black cats planning. So then, like 2 days ago, we have a new one where there was somebody who said, don't know what's going on across the street. And it's a picture of 2 police cars and everybody
Black
in
cat.
the comments is like, probably has something to do with the cat, bro. So my entire neighborhood is
God,
just
that's
trolling
perfect.
people right now. Oh
Whoever
god.
started that needs a
Dude,
raise. 'Cause that's
the
perfect.
big 5 booms thing, it fucking hold on, I'm gonna message you what it looks like so that you can get like the full effect of it, because
Yes, please.
it's literally like they type in all caps.
Well, you know when you type something and it tries to filter it out to be like, you want to use this emoji for it? I wonder if they all tapped it and let it filter it in.
Yeah, they might
That's so
have.
It looked like this when someone posted in chat.
I actually kind of wish that is what it looked like. That's so funny.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
It
Oh
is.
my
Hold on, I'll
gosh.
copy and paste it as soon as I'm done.
That's amazing. The black cat's plans in motion.
The
I
black
can't
cat,
wait
dude, the
that
villain of
hopefully in 2 weeks that you have more
it
of like an
is.
update if the black cat did
Yes,
more.
I will absolutely keep you. Hold on.
Are you kidding me?
Let me get this copy and paste it. Hold on.
That's what it says.
All right, chat, we're dropping it in.
That's ridiculous.
It is so funny.
Oh my god. That's amazing. That I honestly probably would have cackled so hard I would have dropped my phone.
Dude, I could not stop laughing at it for the life of me.
But why is the arm in the middle of it? Like
That's
someone
the
flex.
part that really fucking gets me. Is that it's 5 boom emoticons, but then just in the middle of it is this fucking arm flexing.
Wait, if you type in boom on the emotes, what comes up?
That comes up.
No, but not even the arm. So they did that on purpose.
No, that's what I'm saying is like whoever started this literally did it on like intentionally. They were like, this will be so funny. And they nailed it. Because I reading it out and like my brain reads through emoticons like as words, right?
Oh yeah, me
So
too.
like I was like, sorry you are scared of big 5 booms, boom, 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 flex, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 flex, boom, boom.
Oh fuck, it got me so good,
Oh.
dude. Let me see if I can find the original post and I'll put it in the podcast Discord.
Oh my
And I'll
God,
send it to you
please.
too.
That
Ooh,
sent me.
that fucking got me, man. So
I can't.
funny.
Honestly, I hope the neighborhood watch sees this podcast.
I hope someone from my neighborhood is watching. And they're like, oh my god, they are disrespecting big 5 booms.
Boom, 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 flex, boom, boom.
It's just it kills me too because they fucked up how they typed it. So like the person was like, I heard 5 big booms, but then this person replied with so sorry you are scared of big 5 booms.
And then they moved on. I just like the person who said, hey, it might be fireworks. No.
No.
No. Like, yes, it was. But why did you?
It was so stupid.
No. Couldn't be.
So fucking
Impossible.
stupid.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that wraps up today's episode, I won't lie.
Yeah.
That's a great story. What the fuck?
Glad to leave you guys on a note like that.
I hope you guys are also liking how the episodes have been running so far. I know we've only got 2 in the books, but I'm enjoying these so much. Like, just talking about just stuff that's happened in, the past 2 weeks, hitting on some, like, real life topics too. I know that, like, as the year goes on and, like, more events happen, like, in our lives and, like, with stream and yeah, I don't know, just honestly life in general, like, with how crazy 2025 is hitting so far, we've totally got a ton of topics to talk about, so that's not gonna be a
Yeah.
shortage there. Um, and I'm excited for when we do, our first, Curiosity Coroner episode. That one's gonna be super fun too.
Yeah.
And we are promising the Star Guardian lore, so chill peeps. It will happen, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think that's all about it. If you guys wanna rewatch the VOD, please go ahead and do so. If not, you can go find us out at YouTube and also on Spotify at Curiosity Cove on both. And also, please go ahead and check out both of our Twitters at CapnJaywow and the VedaCain. I almost said the real, but
VedaCain.
I almost
The
got goofed up by Natasha
the
Keep It
real
Real.
VedaCain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And with that, keep it real,
But keep
but
it
keep it
curious.
curious. Bye, Cubby.
Goodbye.
I'm looking at the ground, but I'm looking for a sign. Make up your mind. All I heard your voice calling, almost saw me with tonight, but it was just a butterfly. Love me not, or love me kind, just wishing that you make up your mind. Love me not, or love me kind, just make up your mind. Love me not, or love me kind, just wishing that you make up your mind. Love me not, or love me kind, just make up your mind. Love me not, love me, love me not, love me, love me not. I'm looking at the ground, but I'm looking for a sign. Make up your mind. All I heard your voice calling, almost saw me with tonight, but it was just a butterfly. Love me not, or love me kind, just wishing that you make up your mind.